My kind of guy. Bro, this guy kicks ass. I hope he joins the crew. I really hope he joins the crew. How's it going, Fish fam? Welcome back to a brand new video. If this is your first time checking out the channel, what's up? My name is Gabe. You can also find me at SpartnFish pretty much everywhere on the internet. I just got back from the gym. I asked the Discord, I said, do I record first or do I go to the gym first? They said gym first, so that's what I did. But that also meant that I had to wade through a sea of broccoli haircutted zoomers. Whatever you want to, whatever makes you feel the best going into the gym. Who am I to say anything against what you want to wear to the gym, you know? But I hope that trend goes the fuck away. I'm not going to comment on what other people choose to wear. I dress immaculately when I go to the gym. Okay? I get it. Not everyone can, you know, dress as clean as your boy.
Yeah, right.
In order to preserve the legend and the legacy of Himmel, they're just like, yeah, he pulled the sword from the stone because he is the true hero, obviously, so he did it.
Stop the cap.
When in reality, they're just like, hey, we're just gonna tell people he did that. This whole town has agreed that they're just gonna not ever say anything about it. They're just like, yep, that's what happened. He pulled the sword from the stone, but now, like, every few years, Frieren is under contract to go back there and kill the monsters. Hope they don't kill everyone in the town until Frieren gets back. Like, that's pretty much where we're at in life. That's the price you pay for maintaining this this charade and making sure that, you know, the legend of Himmel goes untarnished. It's a lot different perspective than we normally get from a shonen. Granted, there are a lot of shonens where it's like, yes, the protagonist is hella OP and that's sort of the plot of it. But I feel like the plot of Frieren, like, doesn't revolve around her being OP. That's just like something that's also happening in the background. It's just a point of the story. It's just something that is. It's so interesting because we're getting a shonen where the main point of the story has zero really to do with, like, the fighting or the combat. It's all like the emotional context and the emotional development that's led to her being the way she is, whether that's, you know, how powerful she is, how closed off she is, and then, you know, in those brief moments of levity, like, kind of chill out about certain things and be a little bit more free. Like, we had the moment where for Stark's birthday, she was just like, I got this. You know, I have the no clothes potion. Ridiculous concept to just have for no reason. Especially when we already have magic that just lets you see through clothes anyways. It's, you know, it is what it is. I love those moments of levity that we get where it's like, damn, she's been through all this shit and she's finally, like, starting to find moments where she's just like, you know what? I'm gonna joke around. I'm gonna be a goofy little girly. So yeah, let's just get into it. Yeah. Who would win in a fight, 100 anime reactors or one gorilla? You might be dead. That could be a big difference. She's like, don't you have anyone else to talk to? Okay. Yeah, she's just sitting there watching him.
ちょっと待ってね。
She's just watching this dude die?
悩む要素何かある？
Bro, what an absolute... For what?
そんなこと気にしてる場合じゃない。
She's just watching bro die?
ジョーちゃん、大人ってのは汚いもんなんだぜ。
物理的に汚いのは初めてかも。もう少し時間いい？
No! You cannot! You cannot have more time! Please help him before he dies!
っていかなくていいのか？
I like how she still like acts as Frieren's mom to a certain extent. Because Frieren's like so apathetic that it's like she's just a little kid.
噛まれた？気をつけろって言われたのに何やってるの？とりあえず止血しましょう。
Are you guys gonna help him or what? He's probably poisoned.
さっきの村まで。
We better fly our ass back as close as we can get.
大げさだな。大丈夫だって。毒は。
It is a big deal, bro. You're gonna die.
そういえば。
He was a dwarf. That's different. He is a dwarf. You are not.
いえ、ドン引きしている時点でおかしいのはアイゼン様だと思います。
Yeah, bro, you're not Aizen.
様の話によると、冒険者の死因の2割は毒だそうです。
Yeah, bro, you are not Aizen. I don't know why you think you are.
数時間後に
The priest says, yeah, you're dead.
死にます。
すごく怖い。
どうにか。
They're like, yeah, you're dead, brother. Sorry. All you can do now is donate to the church. Nothing else we can do.
兄貴、ちょっといいか。新しい風呂桶小さくない？製品です。やりすぎじゃない？
He's like, damn, didn't you guys leave 20 minutes ago? What happened? Y'all just left.
気をつけろっつったのに。
Stark doesn't have a lot of brain to lose, bro. He can't just have that shit leaking out of his skull. How many brain cells did Stark lose in the past 20 minutes?
スパートが不治と判断した毒を一瞬で治療した。あれは天性の際だ。
やはり。
It seems that way. Is he not a priest? I'm sure anyone who is over the age of 19 can relate to that. Yeah, I wanted to be something. But instead, born to be an adventurer, forced to work in the fucking Zoom PowerPoint factory. She means geniuses. She doesn't like being around other smart people. A corrupt priest! Perfect! That's exactly what we need. We need a corrupt priest. No, that's your brother. Your brother is this village's priest. You're just making excuses. Is this like a Sanji Zeph type situation where he feels like he owes his brother everything, so he is not pursuing his dreams? Like, is that the kind of situation we're living in here? A Sanji Zeph type situation? Damn! They fleeced the fuck out of Stark! They even took his axe? They took his fucking socks? Yeah, the priest got fucking fleeced? That's okay. Can relearn. That's not how it works. Okay, listen. Listen, I know, I just said, you know, once you hit your 20s and you're working in the Zoom PowerPoint factory, you're cooked. It was just a joke. It was just a joke. Lots of people do shit later in life. It's fucking fine, dude. Sometimes you're doing some boring shit for a little while because you're not sure if you want to pursue that other thing that you were thinking about. Just fucking try it. Do some goofy little side project thing. Make anime YouTube videos. Go to the gym. Get jacked as fuck. Starting late is better than not ever starting. Just do it! Alright? Don't be like Frieren. Don't wait 500 years. Do not defer chasing after your dreams for 500 years. Just do the shit that you want to do. Like making anime react content on YouTube. If that's something you want to do, do it. Or even if you want to do something else, like less important, like you have someone whose anime react content you watch on YouTube and you're like, I don't know if I want to subscribe. Just subscribe. Just subscribe, you know?
それがどうしたフリーレン。僕は
Yeah, exactly. So what? I'm not talking about what happened in the past. We're talking about now. We're talking about today, buddy. Today, Junior. Yes, she does. She knows exactly how you feel. I don't like you. Join my crew. We gotta get these men some pants. They're up to no good. Some fuckery is afoot. Corrupt priest. Corrupt priest. What? Bro, what? Hyder fucked that kid up. We're gonna hang out here until we convince Sign to join our crew.
あの日以来、毎日のように俺を勧誘してくる。
Just sitting there waving at him.
よくしても無駄だった。
On some it type
夢や希
shit.
望に満ちたあの時の
It's just creeping in the background.
ギャンブルに
My kind of guy.
本当に僧侶なの？
Those are my 3 hobbies as well.
あとは年上のお姉さんが好きですね。
もはや破壊層じゃねえか。
My kind of guy. Bro, this guy kicks ass. I hope he joins the crew. I really hope he joins the crew. But I'm just realizing now that I keep saying crew like I'm still watching One Piece. By the way, watch my One Piece videos if you're not already. Anytime in an anime now, when I hear someone talking about the kind of women they like, I just instantly flash back into my head the fucking scene from JJK. Like, that's all I can think about whenever someone talks about the type of women they like in JJK. I like girls with a fat ass like Jennifer Lawrence. Bro, what the fuck is he supposed to do with that?
ちょっといいか、ザイン。
Yeah, Frieren, you're older.
ザイン。
We're not asking someone else, we're asking
年上のお
you.
姉さんと旅がしたくないか。
バカかお前。そのためにガキの頃の俺は冒険者を目指したんだぜ。
Frieren, bro! She's over 1,000 years old! I am an elf! She's so happy to say it, dude. Yeah, the seduction technique! Frieren, you have no Rizz.
坊やにはま
Yeah.
だ早かった
And she's so proud of it.
誰かこのお子様を連れて帰ってくれ。
She's
エッチすぎる。
someone get this kid out of here.
一新するほどの威力だったのに
Yeah, that's because Himmel fucking loves you.
罪なお。
No, that is not the issue. It's not because he's a priest. For Frieren, that's not that long of a time, bro. If you're in Frieren adventure years, 10 years is fucking nothing.
で今更って思っているでしょ私は今の話をしている
It's not too late. It's never too late.
村を出る
What reason are you making up?
そんなことできるわけないだろ
Yes, you can. Knock it off, Sanji. Zeph wants you to go.
私はこの村でも生活には困っておりません。弟は幼くして両親を失っています。私はあの子の兄です。あの子から故郷まで奪うことはできません。
He sacrificed for you. Now you're like, oh, I gotta sacrifice for him. No, that's not how it works, bro. He sacrificed for you so you can do what you want to do.
取ったんだぞ。
Yeah, he stayed in the village for you. That doesn't mean he wants you to stay in the village for him, you dumbass.
お前と私を一緒にするな。
Good.
私はあの
Yeah, slap the dog shit out of him. He wanted to stay here, dummy.
いつまで
You
後
didn't-
悔し続けるつもりだ。
You don't need to punish yourself. Bah! Finally! Get it, man. 10 years. That's how long I've been stuck in the PowerPoint factory, bro.
ママいけるんですか
Nah, well, we're on our way there right now, bro.
すげえ当たり強くない？
一緒に頑張ろうな。
We're gonna be there in a little while. Don't worry. Just keep walking. Already like having in my mind the sort of relationship of Zeph and Sanji, and being able to like immediately understand the perspective of both of these people, just putting it into that context. It's interesting. It's interesting. You know, nothing at this point. There's not really any piece of media that's like solely unique. Like even you're not allowed to fucking slide on a motorcycle in a movie without people being like, ah, it's Akira, you know? So I feel like at this point, you know, everything is kind of somehow referential to something else, or is in some way like inspired even loosely by something else. You know, even if it's just coming from personal experience or something like that, you know, like everything is inspired from something else, right? But I feel like just having that as like a barometer in my head watching this episode, I was able to relate to that story so quickly and just like at a glance immediately be like, oh, okay, I know what the scoop is here. But I don't know. I feel like Sign, to me at least, is such a relatable character. Obviously, don't know a ton about him fully yet, but as far as like his backstory, his motivations, and you know the reason why he put off pursuing his goals for so long, I feel like for me in particular, and I'm sure for a lot of you out there, Sign feels like a really relatable member of the group. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm genuinely kind of curious to find out, like, as far as the adventuring party goes in the cast of Frieren, like, who do you find most relatable? Because already off rip, I feel like for me it's going to be Sign. And I know saying that, knowing that the backstory is so fucking similar to Sanji is already, like, putting the One Piece watchers on high alert. Because if you don't watch my One Piece videos, you may not know this. Sanji is my favorite Straw Hat. How's it going, Fish Fam? Welcome back to a brand new video. He's been that way pretty much since he was introduced. Pretty much since... Honestly, since like the live action, he's kind of been my favorite Straw Hat. And it's just, he's maintained that status pretty much consistently since his introduction in the anime. So it's not really that big of a surprise that someone similar to him is my favorite in Frieren as well. But I'm curious to hear from you guys who your favorite is. Join channel memberships, join the Discord, links down in the description below. We got One Piece, movies, manga, music, subscribe to the channel, hang out, yap with me in the comments, and yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one.